yayılan, görkemli kariyeriyle öne çıkan keman ve viyola solisti, orkestra şefi ve oda müziği sanatçısı Pinchas Zukerman, geçtiğimiz günlerde SİNFONİA VARSOVİA Orkestrası ile Cemal Reşit Rey konser salonunda çok özel bir konser verdi. Eşsiz tınısı ve kusursuz müzikalitesiyle yaşayan bir efsane olarak tanımlanan Zukerman, bugüne kadar kaydettiği 100'den fazla albümle 2 Grammy ödülü ve 21 adaylık kazandı.
Bu akşam vereceğiniz konserde hem solist hem de orkestra şefi olarak görev yapacaksınız. Bu zor olmuyor mu?
No. If you know what you're doing, it's not hard. What you have to do, nevertheless, you have to learn. Once you play, you don't expect that you know how to do this. That's no good. If you just take your ego and throw it away, you know? And you learn how to really do this properly, when you play, they listen because they know how you do this, they know how you do this, they listen much faster. So, like that. When you're conducting, there's a little hesitation, you know. So in my case, it becomes enlarged chamber music because everything that we do is a process of listening, especially in music. Actors will tell you the first thing they do is they listen. We don't do that so much, but I make them do that. You'll see in rehearsal, even we played a concert the other day, I'm going to rehearse things that they have to listen to again, because repetition is good. There's nothing wrong with, if it's good repetition, it's amazing. Because the score, that's the Bible, okay? And the Bible has different interpretations. So we have to become one as fast as possible. Usually we do that within 10 minutes. In my case, these guys are really good. So what you have is a camaraderie. It's like a large kibbutz, you know? They give me bread, I give them butter. They give me cucumbers, I give them steak, you know? It's just like this. And that's how you do it.
Aslında kariyerinize bakınca hem icracı hem eğitmen hem de şef olarak 3 ayrı alanda çok başarılı çalışmalarınız var. Bu çalışmaları nasıl dengeliyorsunuz? Nasıl bir planınız var?
Just do it. You know, the brain has a lot of capacity. Maybe not mine so much, but I try. So that's all. And this is very important to practice every day. And it's a fundamentals. And so I bring the fundamentals to the classroom, to the students. It's a method, it's a way of teaching that I think helps just about everybody. Because this brain we have is the slowest computer. So you know what you have to say? Today is Monday. 10 minutes later, today is Monday. And they say, what? I said, today is Monday. It's amazing. So you simplify. You work systematically, making the sound. If it sounds good, you feel good. So how do we do that? That's a long story. but it's easy to do if you know how to do it. And depends on the person, okay? It's simple. Okay. Conducting is the same thing. You have to listen all the time. Look, listen. Of course, learn the scores. You have to spend a lot of time. I spend a lot of time studying and practicing because I love music. I always have from the day I was 5 years old. So it's easier. The two sides of the brain. You know? We all have left side, right side. Okay. The right side I call practical. Okay. Okay? Because we make the sound with the bow. And you know what? If we don't make the sound with the bow, you play pizzicato. Segovia was okay, you know. Now, to learn to play pizzicato is not easy. But you should know that because of the cello. Sometimes you have to go the other way on the cello, right? Okay, so when we make this work, 80%, 85%, this will follow. Now, of course, you have to do it here too, but this is what makes it. And at the end of the day, I always tell, depending on the person, if it sounds good, you make more money. You know, that's it.
Uzun süredir eğitmen olarak gençlerle çalışıyorsunuz. Bu süre içinde gençlerdeki değişim nasıl oldu? Olumlu mu, olumsuz mu? Ve bir genç müzisyenin uluslararası sahnelerde yer alabilmesi için donanımı ne olmalı?
Superstar, I don't know. That's not my business. I try to teach them the best I know how. They go to school, of course. We have Manhattan School of Music, where I've been teaching over 30 years with a wonderful person, also a friend of mine. We teach together, Patty Kopek. And we usually have about 8 or 9 students. It takes about 2 to 4 years because this is very slow. And it's like teaching. Teaching is not difficult if you know how to teach. But also that takes some time. And I think it's not a question of what happens to them. It's what they can do while they're in the school. There's a lot of work they have to do. They have to do exams, they have to do orchestra playing, chamber music. It's the total upbringing of a person, not just a musician. New York is pretty good that way because you have so much variety. You have so many things you have to do. I asked them to go to the opera. I asked them to go to recitals of singers, you know. So these are all part of a box. It's like a special box you open up. And say, today we're going to do this. And you're going to work on it for 6 weeks. Okay? So it doesn't come automatic. It doesn't matter who you are. When we see the development of the person, you can tell where they are just by the way they come in. And I tell you, boys are very complicated sometimes. Girls are a little bit faster. The boys are a little bit slow, but when the shoes are cleaner and the hair is combed, the shirt is okay, then you go, okay. We are now going to drive on a turnpike, you know, on the highway. And so it's up to them. And they kind of realize what it is. They don't have to talk about it. They like to practice for, after 2 or so years, 3 years, they like to go to competitions. But competitions are not bad if the idea is to get them to work in a way that gives them impulse to really play as well as they know how. Don't go into a competition if you think you're going to win. Okay. That's wrong, okay? I don't think that Federer ever came into Wimbledon thinking he's going to win, okay? And think about it. They have five sets, 4 times. That's a lot of tennis. You got to know what the hell you're doing. Okay, we play 40 minutes, 50 minutes concerto. It takes 2-3 years to learn those notes, to play. And once you do it, you begin to realize, wait a minute, I can do better than that. I can do, that's what we teach, is how to listen to yourself. Not just be critical, of course. You can't say, oh, I'm the best in the world. Nah, bye-bye. you know. So it's a total education of a person, you know. And that's the way we do. I mean, I was taught that. I had the best mentors in the world, some of the greatest instrumentalists of the 20th century. And then I became their friend also. They become my friends, you know? And they're all over the place, in Greece, in Italy, in Korea, Japan. So, and they always ask me to help them out sometimes. They'll come over to the house and make some dinner. You know, Chinese dinner is good. Korean dinner, yeah, why not? So, and we talk about all kinds of things. They're open-minded because we allow them to come into our lives, okay? And that's not the style that I learned how to do, because I had 1 hour, that's it. But then in the summertime, we had 8 weeks, and we saw a lot of people. Meadowmount, it was called. So there was by example, you know? Yeah. It's like a tennis camp. Okay. It's the same idea.
Sanat hayatınız boyunca birçok ülke ve şehir gördünüz. Bu şehirlerden size ilham veren şehir hangisidir ve İstanbul'un bu şehirler arasında yeri var mı?
Istanbul is unbelievable. Yeah. I have been here 10 years. I went for a walk. I went, oh my God. So I see a little difference. I don't think I should comment on that. That's not my business. The people seem to be quite alive, of course. I can't believe the baklava, the stores. Oh my God. How many there are there? 50 different baklava. You know, in America we have 2. They go, oh, look at this, look at this. I said, look at this. You know, so I took a picture. I sent it to my wife today.